Good morning, class. Today we are going to begin with EVS 1, chapter number 24, Substances, Objects and Energy. The name of the lesson is Substances, Objects and Energy. Can you tell? Write a few lines on the blackboard with a chalk. Now observe the chalk. Now in this picture you can see sir is writing on the board. Now he has written something with the chalk, right? Now this girl is playing with the chalk on the table, right? Now what can we see? You can see the dust particles, minute dust particles. Now when we rub this board, you must have seen in the classroom, when the teacher rubs the board with the duster, what happens? The color of the chalk comes on the duster. Even you must have experienced, like when somebody is dusting the duster, what happens? Minute particles of dust, that is chalk dust, flies in the air. That is minute. Minute means very small particles of chalk. What changes do you see in the chalk? The chalk becomes small, the chalk becomes shapeless, right? Why? Because some of the part of the chalk is used while writing on the board. Same thing applies to your crayons also. When you use different colors of crayons to color, while when you draw, you color also, no? So when you use the crayons, you can see it is becoming smaller and smaller. Why? Because some part of that crayon is coming on the paper. You are using it to color it. Wipe the board with the duster and then tap the duster against the table. What do you see? You will see that the minute particles of chalk fall around on the table and the finest one fly in the air. The chalk has become smaller, and when the duster was tapped, particles of chalk fell off from it. These particles were of the same color of the piece of the chalk. This tells us that when you wrote on the board, particles of chalk stuck to the board, and when you wiped the board, they came off. Understood, children? These were minute particles of chalk. So, minute particles of chalk are also chalk only, no? Do they become something else? Minute particles of crayons are crayons. When a glass breaks, so the minute pieces of glass is also called glass. The purpose of saying this is when a substance is broken into pieces, it remains the same substance. Understood? It is called the minute particles of that substance. Okay, children? Now try this. Take small pieces of candy sugar or coal and pound them in a mortar. You know what is mortar? It is like this. You are pounding it, making it into powder. Okay, children? So this is like you have to try. What happens when now these are big pieces of coal, or you can take pieces of candy sugar or something else. Take it, pound it with the piece of this. This is a mortar. You have to pound it, make it into powder. What you will see? You can see fine particles, minute particles of that substance. Okay, children? Understood? Now all the substances we see around us are made up of very tiny particles. What does this prove? What does this experiments prove? That a substance is made up of minute particles. Any substance, all the substances are made up of very tiny particles. You must have seen how sawdust or particles of wood fly when the wood is cut with a saw. Now this is the wood is being cut with the saw. This is saw. No, this is saw. This is a log of wood. It is cut with the help of a saw. Now what is this falling down? This is the sawdust or very fine particles of wood. What is sawdust? Very fine particles, very minute, small particles of wood is called sawdust. Now, in the next picture, you can see grinding. Even you must have seen this. What is grinded? Wheat is grinded. When we grind wheat, we get flour, wheat flour, atta. From atta, we make bhakri, roti, puri. So many things are made. No? So this is what wheat is grounded to get flour, wheat flour. When iron or copper is made smooth with a file, we get particles of iron or copper. All substances like pencil, chalk, paper, wood, wheat grains, iron, copper, coal are all made up of fine particles. Now children, here so many examples are given. So you will assume that only these many the substances are made up of minute particles. No children, each and every substance is made up of tiny particles, or you can say minute particles of that substance. Understood children? Moving further, the small particles of various substances that we see are themselves made up of many tinier particles. These tiny particles are so small that are not visible to our eyes. Lakhs of particles of any substances must come together to form a particle that can be visible to us. Now, what do we understand with this paragraph? In this paragraph, what is explained? Children, here it is explained that when small particles of various substances, when many of these particles come together, when they accumulate, when they come together and make one piece, so that the many are so small, they are so small that they are not visible to us. We cannot see a single minute piece. It is seen, or we can see it only when many of them come together. Understood children? That means minute particles are invisible to our eyes, like it can be seen only through microscope. What are small particles that can be seen in a beam of light that enters a dark room? Now children, what does this mean? A beam of light. Now children, when you keep your window or door slightly open on the side from where sunlight is entering your house, on that side, if you keep that door or a window little bit open, allowing the sunlight to enter your room, so from in that sunlight, that the reflection of light which is coming in your room, that sunlight, you can see minute particles of dust flowing in the air. It is not visible to us, like that if we see, we are not able to see. Dust is there all around us, but we are not able to see it. Why? Because it can be seen only under the light. When you focus something in the dark, when you focus light of a torch or your mobile, you can see dust particles floating in the air. Do you know the theory that all substances are made of minute particles was proposed long ago by Kannad Maharishi? There was a Maharishi, you know, Maharishi, a saint. His name was Maharishi Kannad. So when was he born? He was born in 6th century BC. When he was born, Maharishi Kannad was born in the year 6th century BC. Prabhas, where? At Prabhas Kshetra, near Sorati Somnath in Gujarat. His given name was Ullak. What was his given name? Ullak. He proposed that all things in the world can be classified into 7 categories. He was also the first one to suggest that every object in the universe is made up of minute particles. He named that tiny particles as P-love. What did he name them? P-love. Now, Maharishi Kannad was a great scientist. He was a great saint. I'll say it was a great saint. He was the one who named these tiny particles as P-love. Children, you know, he only survived on the food grains or the fruits which he collected, not plucked. Collected means the things, the grains which fall on the ground. He survived only on that. He means he ate only that. He never plucked anything from any of the plant to eat. He ate only that things, that grains or that fruits or vegetables which had fallen on the ground. When was he born? He was born in 6th century BC, before Christ, 6th century. Where? At Prabhas Kshetra, near Sorati, Somnath in Gujarat. Where was his birthplace? In Somnath. In which state? In Gujarat. He was given the name Ullak. Which name he was given? He was given the name Ullak. Now he was the one who proposed that. He was the one who told that all the substances in the world can be classified into 7 categories. How many categories? 7. Who proposed this? Maharishi Kannad. When he was born? In 6th century. Where? At Prabhas Kshetra, near Sorati, Somnath in Gujarat. Okay, children. He was also the first one to suggest that every object in the universe is made up of minute particles. In the universe, everything you see, that is made up of minute particles. He named that tiny particles as P-love. Can you tell? If there is a sudden shower, we take shelter under a roof at a roadside. Even though the rain does not fall on us directly, we get wet to some extent. Why? Now children, if there is a sudden shower, not shower in your bathroom. Understood children? Not shower in your bathroom. It is the rain, rainy shower. So what happens? It suddenly rains. You are not having umbrella. You are not having a raincoat. What you will do? You will take shelter under a roof at the roadside, maybe near the shop which has a roof, to try to protect yourself from getting wet. You stand there, you take the protection, but then also you get wet to some extent. Why? Why? Because when the raindrop that falls on the road bounces off and break into tiny droplets. Understood? When a drop of water in the form of rain touches the ground, what happens? It bounces back and breaks into tiny droplets of water. Now these tiny droplets of water spread in all the directions. So these tiny droplets, the particles of that raindrop, it makes us wet. They make us wet. It means that liquids are also made up of small particles. Understood children? What is the meaning? What is the purpose of giving this example? The purpose of giving this example is that even the liquids are made up of small particles. Right children? Moving further. Make a list of all the everyday substances that we use in the form of a powder. Second is, naphthalene balls are placed in warm clothes. After some days, why do the clothes also smell? Also smell in